I'm Monica Mangan, and I believe that updating your home doesn't have to take a ton of time or money. I show people how to get Pinterest-worthy spaces that are just right for them.
This doesn't even look like our house.
Are you
kidding?
Give me 1 weekend, I'll give you 5 projects, and you'll have a completely transformed space by Monday. This weekend I'm helping out a couple with a home office, and it's kind of a unique one because they're actually sharing a desk. So 9 to 5, they are sharing this space. They're sharing all their organization or lack thereof. So I'm gonna create the ultimate work hub for these work hubbies.
All right, come on in, Monica.
All right.
So this is the office,
Okay.
and we both work from home, and you can tell there's zero storage.
You guys work in very close quarters. I mean, your laptops are physically touching each other.
Yes. Our desk is like this every single day because we have nowhere to put all of our
That's why
stuff.
we usually keep the doors closed. Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Melanie, and we're super excited to be tackling this office makeover. It's a space that, once it's organized and done correctly, would totally change our lives. We share this teeny tiny desk and have for 3 years, which seems crazy.
I mean, kudos to you.
There was a time that this was all mine, where
Yeah.
I just was the only one working from home.
I sort of got a work from home job and changed everything, and we just made it work.
Yeah.
Up until this point, but it could be so much better.
How about you guys show me? Like, what's a typical work day look like?
We share the same workspace, so we don't even have room to spread out.
We tend to get into a paper war where stacks of paper just kind of just jump onto each other's computers and kind of push them back and forth.
We do.
So that's kind of how it's been going.
You try and pull in, but turn because you can't actually keep your knees straight.
Actually, I sit like this. I sit sideways. This is so sad. It's horrible.
When she's working, I get a lot of this.
Typically, I'm here with my headset on, and so I'm like, I'm on a call.
And that definitely makes me want to be a lot more quiet.
He'll walk in and he'll be like,
And then you're using the light kind of as your like sticky note hub right now? Are you a notes person? Like you wish you could throw things up?
I am a notes person.
Working in close quarters, is this good for the marriage? Do you fight? Is it, it's impressive.
I wouldn't say we fight, but there's definitely friction. that
How do I say
happens.
friction?
And it is definitely interesting.
So one huge goal this weekend will be to give you each your own space because this is way too small of a space for a big personality and for the amount of papers and stuff you have. So first thing we need to do is get everything out of this room and then we can start working on the workspace, if you will.
Sounds good. I can't wait to see what we're gonna find in here.
Hey, any cash, I take it as a tip, okay? Right now, the space is completely inefficient for 2 people. This space needs style, organization, and designated workspaces for each of them. All right, you guys ready to get some color on the walls?
Yes.
Okay. We're not going too crazy with our wall color because I have a lot of other things planned for the space, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let me show you what we got here, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
So this looks white in the can, it's actually not. It's going to read like almost like a silvery kind of color on the wall for us.
Okay.
So once I mix it up and show you, it'll read like a very pale silver.
Actually, I would have picked almost a similar thing myself.
All right, hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Me too, obviously.
I chose this nice neutral on the walls because I've got a project for the ceiling that's anything but neutral. It's gonna be epic. So I left the homeowners to finish painting the room, and I want to get a little bit of prep work done for a project I plan to tackle tomorrow, creating their built-in work hub. That means a workspace for Joe and for Melanie, no more sharing. I'm using Lowe's stock cabinetry, but I want to get a coat of paint on it ahead of time so I can work with it dry tomorrow. I chose a really rich kind of deep royal blue that's actually pretty popular. You see it in a lot of kitchens and bathrooms right now. I think it's gonna be perfect for their work hub. All right, well, you guys did a pretty good job finishing up all the painting in here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It looks good. And now you can tell, like, it has the silvery tone, right?
Yeah, it looks much different than that first wall we started building.
Yes, I was like, I promise it's not white. The project we're gonna work on now, me, you, and Jason are gonna tackle this together. It's really gonna make sense of why we painted the walls this color, why we didn't go crazy bold on the walls, okay? So what we are going to do is wallpaper your ceiling.
Awesome.
Cool with that?
Yes, I love wallpapered ceilings.
Have you ever tried this kind of wallpaper before? It's peel and stick.
Never.
Okay, it's like a giant sticker, and it's especially so much easier for us here because if we were using paste, it's really hard to get it on the ceiling and let it dry without it falling down. So this is just gonna be put it up, sticks, done.
Okay.
So the pattern I picked is pretty bold.
Yep.
Okay. This pattern is gonna be very forgiving for us.
Okay.
And it also has a repeat that comes very often. So have you ever wallpapered ever?
Yes.
Okay. You know how you gotta match up your
Yes.
pattern. So the repeat on this isn't too big, I guess would say.
Yep, okay.
So it should be pretty easy. And then to give you an idea, it's sticky.
Okay.
And it's repositionable.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so now if you just kind of want to pull this slowly, I think I can kind of, careful, work it towards you. So I put this line here because it's much easier to keep myself straight, and then there's no guarantee that your walls are perfectly straight, so we'll trim that after, but I know that this line is straight. Hold on. I gotta move my ladder a bit. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Whose idea was this project? So wallpapering is challenging. Wallpapering a ceiling, that's like next level challenging. Okay, you got that? I'm gonna go around you and I'm gonna kind of keep going with applying it. So we're pretty much going up and down ladders and then doing everything upside down and hoping we don't fall. It looks fantastic though. So this is definitely still homeowner friendly. I'd totally recommend you try it, but I think you should definitely have a buddy with you and just be prepared to be a little sore the next day. Do you like it?
It looks awesome.
Okay, so now for this next piece, we do need to match up our patterns. So we may have a little bit of excess and we'll have to do a little trimming, but it shouldn't be too bad. Your pattern should match up perfectly from one piece to the next. We're eyeballing it. The good news about this paper is that it's really forgiving. Once you stick it, you're not stuck, so to speak. So you can pull it off and work with it a bit to get it just right. Once you're lined up, be sure to smooth everything out to remove the air bubbles. What do you think?
It looks awesome.
You love it?
Yes.
You have to really love it for me to finish. Because it's gonna be a long night.
I'm here to help.
You're here. Oh, look at
I
you.
got refreshments.
I'm being suffocated by wallpaper. All right, so I have a project for you and it's a little crafty, but you're gonna love it because it's gonna help you stay organized. That's up your alley, right?
Yes.
So I would like to actually give you a new calendar that hopefully you'll use, and this is just gonna be a work week calendar. I'm a big fan of these for home offices because it's pretty much just what you need to worry about from Monday through Friday. So we are going to make it out of acrylic. So it's going to almost look like floating glass on the wall. It's gonna be a little bit more modern, a lot more stylish.
Okay.
Okay? I have 2 pieces of acrylic here, and the under piece is where we're going to draw our grid. I have some craft tape to make our grid with. So I'm creative but not artistic. So instead of freehanding, we're gonna use stickers for our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at the top of our columns.
Yep.
And then we're gonna top it with another piece of acrylic. That's the one you'll be writing on. So in order to do that, I picked up, it's like mounting hardware, Okay, so this will basically hold the two pieces of acrylic together and be what attaches it to the wall. But what we need to do right now is actually drill into all four corners of the acrylic. Now, the key to this is not cracking the acrylic, but I have a great trick for that, all right? The trick is to actually put your drill in reverse, and really just the pressure going down is gonna make the hole. All right, perfect. Okay, so we have this one ready, and now we'll take the second piece, put it on top, and drill the holes down too. Okay. The nice thing is because it's clear, we can see straight down into it where it needs to go. Awesome. All right, so simple calendar, really clean lined. We'll get you some whiteboard markers and you can use it and mark it up. I think it's gonna look really good in the room.
It looks great.
Which you're gonna get to see in a little bit. All right, well, this room has changed a lot since you last saw it.
Oh, wow, yes.
What do you think?
Oh, it's awesome.
Isn't it great?
Yeah,
I would be
it's
looking
great.
up, but our necks are both so sore from installing it that I'm gonna take your word for it. So the ceiling is like the perfect tie-in to the project that we're gonna work on right now. The three of us are actually gonna build you guys custom desks.
Me build.
Us build.
I'm much more the demolition type of person, so
That's the fun part.
construct it. Okay.
Yeah. So you might not think you're handy, but I promise you the way we're gonna do this is gonna be simple and easy, and by the end of it, you'll be able to be like, I built that.
I can't wait.
So what we're actually gonna do is use kitchen cabinetry as a foundation for this build, and then we'll custom build some pieces as well. So all along the top is storage, and these are kitchen cabinets that would normally be upright like this with the door, right? We're actually gonna install them on their side with a opening this way.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Neat, yeah.
So really kind of reimagining the basic stock cabinet for our purposes, and they're gonna look awesome and really be easy to install. Like any good carpenter, Jason attached a ledger board to the wall for our upper cabinets to help us hold them perfectly level while we screw them in. The cabinets are going the full length of the wall. They're totally gonna help Joe and Melanie with their storage issues, and they're totally gonna look sweet, style and function. Now it's time for phase 2 of this project. Let's bring it over here. Your future desktop, we gotta cut down, all right?
This is our desk?
It's gonna be.
Love it.
We're cutting down a 4x8 sheet of finished plywood for our desktop. This project's looking so bright, we gotta wear shades. All right, so we have all of our cuts and they're down to size. So what we're gonna do now is actually turn them into your desktop, okay? I want your desk to be heavy duty, so we're actually gonna combine two pieces together.
Duty. How much work do you think I'm gonna do here?
I am expecting maximum productivity after
Okay, no
this.
problem.
So really what we need to do is glue. So to do that, we are going to use wood glue.
Look at that.
I consider myself something of a wood glue artist. So you can see it's a much thicker, more significant desktop, and we'll band the edge. You'll never know that we combined two. So Joe, this is the underside of the desk. You're not gonna see this. So we're gonna put these little screws in. They're the perfect length that they're gonna catch both pieces without popping through. All right, so let's flip this over, guys.
Is there any chance we see anything poking through?
I don't think so. I think we did all
Oh,
right.
look how good we are.
Look at that, okay? So none of the screws went through. We have nice 2-inch tabletop. We have 2 more of these to make, and then we'll go install them in the room,
Perfect.
okay? While Joe and I finish the desktops, Jason is prepping our desk by adding a couple cabinets and another ledger board. There we go. So the ledger board holds it up. And so this one should fit perfectly. Woo.
Got it.
All right, so let's just rest this right here. This will give you an idea of all the workspace you're gonna have. Pretty good, right?
A ton.
So much more than before.
10 times more than before.
But I did like the idea of L-shaped workspaces for each of you because I think you will miss staring at each other every once in a while.
If you say so.
Now, I want there to be some sort of surprise for you. So he and I are gonna finish this up. You're gonna get out of here and we'll let you know when we're done.
Can't wait to see it.
All right, we'll get out of here. We gotta finish this up. So Melanie mentioned that she loves to pin things up, but when I first got here yesterday, she was keeping her sticky notes on her lamp. We can do better than that. So I'm gonna build them a 3-foot by 3-foot custom cork board where they can pin up all kinds of things, and it's gonna be a really simple project too. I picked up these little cork squares. You can get them at any craft store. They come, you know, 1-foot by 1-foot squares, and they're pretty thin. So sometimes if you're gonna put a push pin on here, I don't want a million holes on their wall. So we are gonna kind of mount these onto this piece of Luan that I picked up. I want the cork board to be the same size as the acrylic calendar. So I'm gonna cut this Luan down to 3 feet by 3 feet using a circular saw, some clamps, and a guide piece of wood. All right, I got a perfect 3 by 3 square, and now I'll add the cork. The easiest method to attach the cork onto the wood is by using multi-purpose spray adhesive. Now this is the heavy duty kind. This isn't the repositionable crafting kind. This will adhere cork to wood, wood to cork, etc. So it was really, really simple, but it's gonna be really effective in their office and help with organization. And don't worry about the seams. You can definitely see them, but remember, this is gonna be covered up with Post-its and reminders and notes in no time. So I'm gonna get it up in the room, zhuzh it up with a few final details, and I think they're gonna love it. This is gonna be the new office of your dreams. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh!
Oh! Wow!
It looks so good!
And the calendar, we still get a calendar!
It looks twice as big, too.
Seriously?
Yep, it looks so much bigger.
It looks huge!
And look at this, you guys have huge work areas, so you both have double.
He seems so far away from me.
Yo, don't say, that's not me, that's not me, that's me right there. No, even when we were working on it, I didn't even imagine how big these two are coming out, and that's awesome.
Each of you have your own workspace, so you can work here. We kind of have a little divide, so we
Which
did the
I
built-ins.
love.
Yeah.
We did the built-ins all the way down the middle. In this built-in, you have so much storage. These all act as filing cabinets, okay? You have storage even underneath. I mean, you have more storage than you will ever know what to do with.
Like, I feel like now I need glass doors to the office.
Now you want people to see this, right?
I no longer have to pull them shut and hide it.
Gotta say, the ceiling just
It's
is
amazing.
even cooler than I thought it was going to be. It's like an accent wall, but up on the ceiling, and it makes such a big impact in this space.
It looks so good.
And I promised you guys style, organization, and also functionality. So we have the acrylic calendar, which wipes off perfectly. I put on some of your little events. Joe, you gotta pick up the kids, 325, okay? And then, this is for you, Melanie. You had Post-it notes on your lamp. I promised you we could do better than that. So this is a cork board where you can pin up all your inspirations, everything, all your little notes can go over there.
Much better than before.
Yeah.
Can I sit down?
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Little excited about that.
where'd she go?
Is she even in here anymore?
Oh, there you are.
You seem so far
If you need me, if you need me, send a message.
You guys will stop emailing each other. You're so far away.
This is crazy.
Let's try this out. Meet in the middle. You can have a lunch date here. Okay. Melanie, how does it feel to actually be able to sit with leg room?
With my legs under
With
the desk.
your legs.
I know. You would think what a silly ask for someone to have in their office. Going from what we had to what this is right now is amazing.
Guys, I hope you like this makeover just as much as this family did. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite part was. And as always, make sure you're subscribed to the Lowe's YouTube channel so you don't miss a single episode of The Weekender. Guys, this weekend's gonna be a biggie. It's a kitchen dining room combo, and it's kind of got a weird layout. The thing is, I don't think it's that far from being epic. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. This is like tool-free demo. Oh my, with his bare hands. This is amazing.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
This doesn't even look like our house.